Sounds like kind of a scummy guy. But this is crazy to allow this woman into his home and to allow her to pillage through his things. Just sounds crazy. If you want to take care of this civilly, you bring in a third party and you have that person inventory the items. What's to keep her from lying about the things that she finds? How do we stop her from fabricating evidence?
What's the likely outcome here?
I think that ultimately there really should be a third-party appraiser to go in and itemize everything that he has in there. But you can see where the judge is saying, you know what, you're hiding assets, and I want your wife to take a look and see what you have. It's an extreme measure, and it may be the first of its kind, but you know, it certainly has made this guy a little bit nervous what he's got in that apartment.
Well, it's a controversial decision, that's for sure. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out in the future. We'll stay on top of it, of course. On to the next case, which is very puzzling. Former NFL player Josh Morgan is charged with misdemeanor reckless use of a firearm after shooting someone. Turns out, though, that someone was himself. How do you bring charges when he shot himself?
Okay, I feel very strongly about this case. So the law in this case exists to protect people, and gun safety is extremely important. People need to understand that when you're cleaning your firearm, and I'm totally fine with him having a firearm in his house if that's legal and if it's properly registered. What I'm not okay with is him not having the common sense to make sure that the gun is empty before cleaning it. And that's, by the way, the most common reason for accidental shootings.
Yeah, but so charge him with stupidity, but you can't charge him with reckless use of a firearm.
But you can, because if somebody else were home...
But they weren't.
They weren't. But if they were, that's exactly what this law was designed to protect. Is him being a moron with a gun.
Okay, so why don't we charge every chef that's chopping up a salad that cuts their finger with a knife with their assault on themselves, okay? Look, this was an accident, okay? There's no indication that he was under the influence. There's no indication that any children were around, that he posed a danger to anybody else. But hasn't he gone through enough? He shot himself.
It's a misdemeanor.
A misdemeanor, he could do up to a year. There is no jury that's going to convict this man of shooting himself.
So do you get him off entirely here?
Entirely. This
Not
case
stay
is
in
dismissed.
prison?
For what?
Nothing
You know,
on his
I'll
record?
throw this in to make her feel good, okay? I would